Hi everyone, it's Kino here. Today we're going to take a look at the true source of power and strength in the yoga practice. This comes from the deep center of the body, and sometimes it's known as core strength. But what I'd like to challenge you to do today is not just think of this as a physical practice, but instead let this deep activation of the core muscles of your body tune you in to a mental and a spiritual strength, so that by developing these muscles and this activation deep at the center of your being, you'll use the postures as a doorway or a window into the true strength and the power of your inner self. This is true for any yoga practice and any yoga posture, but especially in the journey of strength. It's important not to get caught up in just the physical end as the goal of the practice, but to really look at it as a whole spiritual journey that you're going on, using the tools of the postures as a doorway to that inner experience. So with that in mind, we'll get started. If you haven't already, take a comfortable seated position. Any cross-legged position will do. Then, exhale completely and tune into your pelvic floor. So for those of you unfamiliar with your pelvic floor, that'll be the space between your right sitting bone and your left sitting bone, and the space between your tailbone and your pubic bone. Those 4 points at the bottom of the pelvis will help orient your mind and your inner body in space. Making contact with the pelvic floor at the end of the exhalation, gently ask the space between these 4 points at the root of your body to gently squeeze together. Feel the perineum, which is at the root of the pelvis, engaging and drawing inward and upward. And you'll notice that there's a natural lift that happens along the center of the body. See if it's possible to do this only with the muscles at the very root and the center of the pelvis. You should feel a straightening of the spine. The thigh muscles are soft and the butt muscles are soft. And if you went ahead and activated your thighs and your butt, just let everything go. And we'll try that one more time. At the tail end of the exhalation, find the right sitting bone, the left sitting bone, the tailbone, and the pubic bone. Draw those in and close together, activating the perineum. Keep breathing naturally and fully. Then, from the space between your navel and your pubic bone, suck in the lower abdominal muscles to feel almost a reverse contraction of the abdominal muscles. If you've ever tried to squeeze into a pair of skinny jeans, it feels just like doing that last little inches of the zipper, so you're sucking in and back. Be careful not to squeeze too much or tense the abdominal muscles. Instead, let the sucking in action roll back and down to create a hollowness and an activation deep at the center of your being. Engaging your lower stomach and the pelvic floor in this way will help you control your center of gravity, giving you access to the true core strength of your mind, your body, and the yoga practice all in one. Now what we'll do is apply that conscious activation at the root of the pelvis combined with the sucking in of the lower stomach to controlling inhalation and exhalation. This synergistic combination will give you access to the true power at the root of your pelvis. So at the tail end of the exhalation, find the 4 points at the root of the pelvis, right and left sitting bone, tailbone, and pubic bone. Draw those in together. The navel down to the pubic bone, suck it in and back. Then exhale completely. We'll take 5 breaths like this. Inhale, and as you inhale, suck the belly deep inside. Let the spine raise. Exhale. Control the breath with the power of your pelvic floor, keeping the lower belly sucked deep inside. Inhale again. Let the breath rise from the center of your pelvis. Exhale, controlling the breath by drawing deep into the center of the body. 2 more breaths like this. Inhale, find your center, prepare the spine, let it naturally rise along the central axis. Exhale, let it drop all the way down, keeping the belly sucked in, the spine straight as you drop down. 1 more breath like this. Inhale. If you're familiar with that deep resonant breath, you can let that be the Ujjayi breath. Exhale. If you're not familiar with that, just let your lips be gently sealed and the breath is natural, deep, and steady. Now, keeping this center of your body locked in place, we'll begin to apply it to some action. Your mind is calm, nice and easy through the center of the body. No stress, all right? Lean gently back. Pull your knees together, and we'll turn forward on the yoga mat. And to be very conscious while you're here of not pooching the belly out, but instead make sure to suck it in. We're going to use the activation along the root of the body to really lift. Hold underneath the knees, roll the thighs inward. Find those 4 points at the root of the pelvis. Find them nice and firm. Suck in the low belly, and we're going to start off with the spine in a nice and neutral position up at the top. We'll hold this for 5 counts. 1. Breathing steady and deep. 2, let the eyes focus gently out in front of you. 3. You should feel the pelvic floor nice and firm, the lower abdominal muscles sucking in. 4. And now we'll test out our ability to control the body's movement with its center. Exhale as you curl the stomach back, finding the sacrum on the ground. And first we'll hold with only the sacrum on the ground. Be sure to roll those thighs in. 5 breaths here. 1, suck the low belly in. 2, round your back and spiral in towards the infinite center within. 3, 4, nice, steady, and deep. And on 5, inhale, control the spine. Let that movement be slow and controlled all the way back up to a lifted neutral position. Find your center here. This is now the rest position, as it'll be the easiest one we do. And exhale, let's roll down, seeing if we can go a little further this time. If you found it stressful, stay on the sacrum, but if it's possible, roll down so that the lower ribs are touching the ground. Pull the stomach inside. Lower belly is sucked in. Lower back is on the ground. 1, 2, 3. Reach out through your fingertips. 4. Pull it into your center. 5. Roll up 1 vertebra at a time until you reach that nice resting neutral position. And we'll do that one more time. Rest in the neutral position. Reconnect with those 4 points at the root of the pelvis. And then spiral down as though you're rolling into the center. Use the image of a nautilus as though you're rolling in to the spiritual center of your being. See if we can reach the shoulder blades on the ground, keeping the chin tucked under. 1, you can gaze gently towards the navel. 2, press the sacrum and the lower back into the ground. Lower belly stays sucked in. 4, roll the thighs inward to pull them into the center of your body. And 5, inhale, roll gently up. This is a wonderful way to start off the day, waking up the center of the body. Now we'll challenge that a little bit. Inhale as you raise your right leg, and exhale, find your center, squeezing the thighs in first, only the sacrum. 1, suck it in, it's a little harder. 2, suck the low belly inside. 4 points at the root of the pelvis. 3, 4, and inhale, let's roll all the way up. Okay, let's see if we can go all the way down. Exhale, let's roll it down. Lower belly scoops inside, scoop it in, lower ribs on the ground. 1, roll your thighs inward. 2, suck in the low belly. 3, 4, and inhale, slow and steady. Let's roll it up to neutral. Okay, let's try the other leg. Squeeze in that neutral position so that the thighs roll in towards each other. See if you can find your hip joints and find the ball and socket of the hip joints and let those naturally deepen. Then straighten out your left leg, roll the thighs inward. First with the sacrum, nice and easy. Exhale, lower down. Remember, if the sacrum is hard, you just repeat that twice. And 1, lower belly squeezes inside. 2, it's important to do the movement with control and with a calm, clear, meditative mind. If you're finding yourself squeezing too hard, stressing the mind, just relax, sit out for a breath, and start again. And 5, inhale, let's roll it up. So our goal is to control the whole spine. And now we'll see if we can get those ribs on the ground for the lowest point. Exhale, roll and curl the spine down. 1 vertebra at a time. Control is the key to the movement, and control is the key to stabilizing the mind. 1, the strength and steadiness of the practice is the strength and steadiness of the mind. In the Yoga Sutras, we have this word called sthitau, which means a strong, calm, and steady flow in the body and mind, and that's what we're cultivating here. 3, sucking in the low belly. 4, find that power center at the root of the body. And 5, and inhale, roll all the way up. Place the knees down and easy cross. Just relax your spine for a moment. And exhale, come back to the center, and we're going to see if we can really challenge the whole movement, okay? Now we'll be using a posture called Navasana. And in Navasana, we want to find that the center is really controlled with that power points in the pelvis and with a calm, steady mind, all right? If you're finding that Navasana is too challenging for you, return to placing your feet on the ground. You can just repeat the whole exercise from there. All right, hold underneath your knees. Point your toes. Now, don't think about raising your legs, but find that power center in the pelvis. So here we are. With the inner body, your mind is sharp and precise like a laser beam. 4 points at the root of the body. Squeeze in. Lower belly, squeeze in. Find your hip joints. You have 2 of them, so find them. Then Pull the heads of the thigh bones into the pelvis as you straighten your legs. Hold underneath your knees and internally rotate your thighs. Lower belly squeezes inside, and we'll hold this just like this for 5 breaths. 1, 2, get the alignment nice and steady. 3, and if you can, you stretch out your arms. 4, and if this is challenging for you, you can either bend your knees or hold on to the knees. But if you're able to, then exhale slowly. Lower, lower, lower with control. The sacrum on the ground. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pull your kneecaps into the pelvic floor. 4 and 5. Inhale, slowly roll back. Find Navasana now. It should feel easier. So we'll hold that again for 5 breaths. 1. Find the core of the body working. You should feel a heat rising through the body. The beauty of the core is that it turns on that fire center in the pelvis, also known as Agni in Sanskrit. 4. And then 5. Exhale. Let's see if we can lower down even more. Sacrum on the ground, lower ribs on the ground. If your back starts to rise, keep your feet up. If you can, you lower your feet as much as possible. Suck the belly in. Reach out through your hands. 1, 2. If you feel a little shaking in the body, that's no problem. Let the muscles work. 3. Any pain in the lower back, you want to sit this one out. 4. And now here's the challenging part. Inhale, first the chin, then roll your way back to Navasana. 5 more breaths. 1, 2, hang in there. You can do it. 3, sucking in the low belly. 4, we're going to repeat that one more time and exhale, lower, 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 ribs on the ground, shoulder blades. And if you can, stretch those legs. 1, 2, suck in the low belly. 3, you can do it. Don't give up. Don't quit on yourself. Never quit. 4, almost there. Stay steady and strong. The mind is a calm, meditative flow. The strength is inner strength and physical strength. Don't give up. And 5, exhale, lower down. Oh, it feels so good to lie down. Let the whole body release. Let the pelvis release. Everything relax. But we're not done yet, okay? So now, in order to get back up, gently pull your knees into your chest. Roll over to the left side. Come all the way back up to a comfortable seated position. And then we're going to try to add in a lift up. So now we're going to use the core of the body to lift itself powerfully off the ground. All right, so here we go. Turn to the side. Hold under your knees. Calm, steady flow of the mind. Mind is a meditative, calm, steady flow. The body is an expression of that inner state. Then 4 points at the root of the pelvis. Lower belly squeezes inside, toes point. Lean gently back and inhale to Navasana position. Roll the thighs inward, stretch it out forward. And now take your fingertips on the ground and exhale as you reach your head towards your knee. 5 breaths. 1, 2, 3. Suck in the low belly. 4 and 5. Keep the knees as close to the chest as you can. Cross your shins into the body. Move the hands forward of the thighs. Nice and easy to start off with. Place your toes on the ground, but keep the shins crossed. Suck the belly in. Put your thighs onto your shoulders or onto the upper body. Then lean forward and inhale with your pelvic floor. Lift up. 5 breaths. 1, 2. Keep the wrists flat. 3, 4, and 5. Exhale, lower down. Hold underneath your knees, and we'll do that again. Stretching out the legs all the way up. Here we are in Navasana, nice to rest. Fingers touch the ground. Exhale, head to your knees. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a combination of strength and flexibility. And 5. Now cross your shins, pull them into the body. If you can, you're going to keep your feet off of the ground. If you can't lift the feet off of the ground, just touch them down, lift up again. The key with this movement is to do it from your center. We're going to hold it for 5 breaths. Prepare yourself mentally. Lean forward. From your pelvic floor, find those 4 points and inhale, take it up. 1, 2, 3, 4. And exhale, lower down. Okay, one more time. Hold underneath And let's see if we can make this last one the hardest one yet. So first we'll start off here. Find the center of the body. Then exhale, lower yourself down. We remember this one. Hope you loved it. 1, 2, 3, 4. And inhale, roll up. Fingertips down. Exhale, head forward. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cross your shins. Lean forward into your hands. Find that pelvic floor. And inhale, lift it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Exhale, lower down. Hold underneath your knees. Stretch out your legs. Gently lie down. Let yourself completely relax for a moment. We're not done, but we're almost done. Let the mind be an expression of that calm, meditative flow. Pull your knees into your chest. Roll to the left side. And inhale, come all the way back up. Now we'll see if we can use this movement to practice through dynamic control over the spine. So what this means is we'll be moving a little bit faster. If you haven't been able to follow the movements up until this point, you might want to repeat the movements that we've done maybe 2 or 3 times until those get fluid and easy. But if you're able to keep the center of your body intact and your breath is calm, the mind is open, then we can go ahead and give this a try. So we'll be moving a little bit faster through these ones. Remember to be calm. If you feel yourself getting stressed out, or your lower back muscles start to hurt too much, then you can just gently relax. All right? So here we go. Hold underneath your knees. Stretch all the way out. Inhale. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, come all the way back up. Cross your feet. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower down. Take it back to Navasana. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, back up. Cross your feet. Inhale, take it up. Exhale, down. Back to Navasana. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, take it up. Cross your feet. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower down. Back to Navasana. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, take it up. Cross your feet. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Now, inhale, quick. Head to the knees. Cross all the way up. And exhale, down. Fingers touch. Inhale, head to the knees. Exhale, cross. Inhale, take it up. Exhale, down. Fingers touch. Inhale, head to the knees. Exhale, cross. Inhale, take it up. Inhale, head to the knees. We're going to do 2 more, so stay with me. Exhale. Inhale, take it up. Inhale, straighten out the legs. Head to the knees. Cross. Inhale, take it up. Hold, hold, hold. Exhale, lower down. Very good. Hold on to your knees. Stretch your spine out for a moment. Relax completely. Good. We're going to do one more thing, and then it will be the absolute last. And if you can stay with this movement from the last movement that we do, you'll have the strength that you need to really go into the depths of the yoga practice. This is the hardest thing we'll do. You'll need strong upper body and a strong core. Prepare yourself mentally. Here we go. All right? Come onto your knees and squeeze the thighs in towards each other. Align your fingers with your knees. Roll your thighs inward. Then find the center of the body. Lower ribs squeeze in, lower belly squeezes in. Tune in, precise like a laser beam. 4 points at the root of the pelvis inside. Tuck the tailbone under. Lean forward into your hands. Press up by squeezing the lower belly inside. 25 breaths. 1, 2, straighten the elbows, lean forward over your hands. 2, 3, 4, gaze gently ahead, don't crane your neck back. 5, if it's easy for you, 1 knee, 1 foot off the ground. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. If you have 1 foot, then switch. 13, squeeze it all the way in. 14, do it from your center, not just the upper body. 14, 15, 16, don't quit now. 17, 18, 19, 20. Both feet down, knees squeeze in. 21, 22, 23, use the center of the body. 24, almost there. Feel it from your center. 25, gently place down, child's pose. Roll your spine all the way up and come to a gentle cross-legged position. So this completes our awakening of the core strength of the body. If you're feeling your wrists are a little fatigued after that last one, just give them a little shake, and that'll help release any pressure in the wrists. And you can even go upward and down. And then take your hands in prayer, and we'll just roll the wrists around 3 times. And then you can go the other way. And then, calming your mind, we'll take a moment to let our breath equalize. Any comfortable cross-legged position will do. And then as you exhale, let's turn the first 2 fingers together, roll the palms outward. Let your chest rise as you look down at the nose. 5 breaths, tuning into your center. Sucking in the low belly. 2. Let your breath rise up through the center of the body. 3. Sucking in the low belly and calming and equalizing the mind. 4. And 5. Now your mind should be calm, and the body should be in a strong, clear state. If you're feeling stressed or you need more time to relax, you can lie down and take relaxation for another 5 minutes. Or this is a great way to prepare for beginning a deep yoga practice or a deep journey into really any movement. It's a great warm-up to tune into the core of the body. You can do this in the morning before the practice, as a practice by itself, or in the afternoon. So enjoy the development of the core strength anytime you can. Namaste.